Um, the bulb that I went and bought, I I'm sure it's a good bulb. Doesn't work. At least I don't think it works. I might be doing something wrong. There might be something wrong in the switch here. It doesn't seem like it. I have taken it apart. It seems like it still works. I don't know. I will continue to tear through it and look at stuff. I haven't quite made it to the point of Googling stuff for this quite yet. Um, oh, that's going to annoy me. To figure out what the hell's going on with it, I'm just literally trying to fumble through it on my own. In any case, what I figured I could do is this little housing here. Is that how's that coming through? Oh yay, low battery. So this little housing here had a crack in it, and I have repaired it using a zip tie and a soldering gun, or a soldering pen, I suppose you'd call it. It'll need to be sanded down if I want it to make, if I wanted to make it look amazing, but the crack is repaired fairly well, if I have to say so myself, to toot my own horn. I'm just going to crack on with this and see if I can't get it working. As I had just stated, the battery in the camera is almost dead, so I'll take it in and put it on the charger. I don't have a secondary battery as of yet, which, why wouldn't I have done that already? Because I'm not prepared is the answer. So, yeah. I'll do that. I'll see how I get. If I get any further on this today before the battery's charged, I'll pop back in once it is charged and let you know what happened, so on and so forth. Ooh. Hello and welcome to the other shop, or the inner shop, whichever one you prefer. I have completely broken down this flashlight a handful of times, and it is not cooperating. So I figured I'd just kind of go over where I'm at right now, seeing as how it was supposed to be a one-day build. This flashlight, as far as I can gather, was built in the 70s or maybe the early 80s. It was a police issue flashlight, which makes sense as to why my father would have it, because he was a police officer. And also gives a little bit more of an inlight as to why he would have engraved his initials on it, so that folks would know, hey, yeah, no, that's my flashlight. I have torn it apart 9 million times in the course of 3 or 4 days. And have only found out a couple of things. The bulb was good, as far as I'm aware. This housing, hopefully that's in shot, this black housing here, may or may not be in question. It seems fine to the eye, but, well, crazy shit happens all the time, and so it may or may not be for whatever dumbass reason. This ring, hopefully that's coming in. This ring does not fit the back of the bulb. So I can only surmise that either the bulb was replaced at one point in time and it is not actually the correct bulb, or this may or may not need to be there. You know, who the hell knows? The idea at this point, through testing with a voltmeter and buying some random crap here and there, is that there is a constant 6 volt, which is what the 4 double D batteries provide. 6.05 or something like that. They are providing a constant volt, which should not. But it should not do that. Where the hell is the switch? There it is. The switch for it, I have taken apart and lost parts, because that's how that shit works. This is like a little SOS button, like a signal button that goes into the switch. The switch is insanely simple. There is, and I don't know how well you'll be able to pick it up, so I apologize. The switch is this part here that you see. It's a tin or aluminum or even maybe steel, just super thin. And then watch it. This part that your thumb or whichever digit you choose to assign pushes it up and down, as I am doing right now. That is literally it to the switch. This little part down underneath on the bottom of it may or may not be affixed in the right manner, or maybe worn down, and so it's not bent or shaped in the correct manner. The little SOS button, I assume, is literally just an SOS button. Like, you just push it. So, I mean, it's not ultimately necessary to make the damn thing work. I would like to have it there, but it's not necessary. Let's see, what else did I want to cover? At this point in time, I think maybe the problem with the light is either the switch or is this. This is the ground or conductor part of the light. This I really hope this. I'm going to get a camera at some point that gives me a face-out display that lets me view what I'm actually showing you. Hopefully this is coming through. So what happens is this part makes connection with both the switch and the body of the flashlight. Then what that should do in theory is transfer the energy from the battery, at least as far as I know. I may be absolutely ignorant on it, but as far as I'm aware, that transfers the energy from the battery. This is the I believe this is the positive lead from the batteries, and then this touches the back of this little black plastic piece that has this here, and makes a connection to the bulb and thus turns the light on. The flashlight is not is either not making a ground or is grounding out. And so the positive and negative signal to the bulb isn't being connected. Like the circuit, the full circuit isn't being connected. I haven't quite nailed that down yet. It's either going to be this little copper piece here that, for whatever reason, I personally think that if it is this copper piece, it is this hole. Hopefully that's coming through. The hole right there. The shielding, the heat shrink shielding, it's not perfect or all encompassing or whatever you want to say. So it is allowing a ground between the copper piece and there's a little riv nut. If it shows through, there's a little riv nut right above my finger there. You may or may not be able to see it. Which would ground to the body of the flashlight. So that might be grounding it out and preventing the circuit from being completed. Or what else was it? The bulb. Oh, the bulb. There's a weird little washer on the back of this bulb. Yeah, I don't know how well that's coming through, but there's a weird little washer. This washer is incredibly loose on the back of this, and my buddy had thrown out the idea that maybe this was preventing the bulb from grounding out, and thus, I don't know if you'll be able to hear that, preventing this system up here in the housing from completing its circuit in order to feed off of the rest of the flashlight. So, oh, Daryl, why are you falling down, bro? Oh, God. I will continue to fuck with this. As it stands right now, I need to order a new switch because the little SOS thing there, it's got a little pin on the inside. I popped that pin out. It hit me in the forehead or the cheek or whatever, and flew down somewhere on the floor, and I will never find it. I guarantee you I will never find it. I want to try and do some work on the little copper grounder or connector, and then I might order a new light housing, the light housing, and then the reflector cone, and I might even order an LCD bulb, LED bulb, to update the system. I might also look into just replacing this whole system as it stands with an LED system from a brand new flashlight and see if I can't get something that works. So yeah, there we are. This project will set, I suppose, at this current point in time. Watch for updates, and yeah. Thank you.